Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I hope you'll be fine. Open your books, page 76. Today we'll solve the exercise of our story, The Machine Stops. Question number 2. Answer the following with reference to context. Text is, and in the armchair there sits a swaddled lump of flesh, a woman about 5 feet high with a face as white as a fungus. Who is the woman? Vashti. What does the description swaddled lump of flesh show about her? She is wrapped up like a baby. She is not very fit and seems like she does not move around much. So because of this, it is said swaddled lump of flesh. What does the comparison face as white as a fungus show about her? It shows that she is unnaturally white. She probably has not been out in the sun in a long time. So because of this, her face as white as a fungus. Part B. Text is, Vashti's next move was to turn off the isolation switch, and all the accumulations of the last 3 minutes burst upon her. The room was filled with the noise of bells and speaking tubes. Question is, when does this happen? When Vashti has finished speaking to Keno. Part C. She knew several thousand people in certain directions. Human communication had advanced enormously. Question is, how does Vashti communicate with the people she knows? What kind of things do they communicate about? Students, Vashti communicates with the people she knows. Those speaking tubes and screen people no longer meet in person. They communicate about ideas from the examples given, and these are not particularly useful ideas. Second question is, what does the author imply by the use of the phrase in certain directions? The author seems to imply that human communication has advanced a lot in some ways but has stalled in others. How could we view Vashti's words, ways of communicating as negative? Vashti's words, ways of communication do not include face-to-face interaction and seem to rely on small, or you can say particularly interesting, sound bits of information being shared by many people. Humans are sociable creatures, and the machine seems to have isolated each human away from all others. Part E. The clumsy system of public gatherings had been long since abandoned. Neither Vashti nor her audience stirred from their rooms. First question is, what is meant by following phrases? System of public gatherings stirred from their rooms. The phrase system of public gatherings means people coming together in person, which in the world of the story no longer happens. Stirred from their rooms means moved out of their rooms. In the world of story, everyone stays in their own room all the time. Second question. Write the sentence out in your own words. Keep the meaning. The old way of coming together in person was given up long ago. None of the people involved moved out of their rooms. Part F. His image in the blue plate faded. Keno, he had isolated himself. First question is, what makes Keno isolate himself? Keno isolates himself when his mother tries to dissuade him from visiting the surface of Earth because she feels that it goes against the machine. Second question, what does isolated himself mean in the story? In the story, isolated himself means that Keno has turned on the isolation knob in his room so that no one can speak to him through the speaking tubes or through the blue plate. How does Vashti feel after this? She feels lonely after this. So students, you are to learn all these questions. Solution of all these questions has been attached with your diary. Thank you.